recognizing in Wim Hof is a kindred spirit, someone who felt more deeply into that empty space that we all experience, and who went on that never-ending journey to find the answer. And in the hundreds of books we've read, people we've listened to, you know, ideologies we've bought into, systems that we've tried, every time coming up empty, until you finally see that it's all fake and that there's something missing, and then you go to find that missing part. And now all we can see is that the world is just mired and stuck in all these ideologies and systems that we've been sold that don't work. And we want to help people, like we legitimately, genuinely want to help people, but so many are not listening because they think they have the answer, and they're like mired and stuck in their own depression and their illness and their mental unrest. And they can't get past that because they no longer believe, after going down so many rabbit holes, that there could possibly actually be a solution that's so simple. So here's Wim Hof, just to give you a little bit of an idea, a little tease, a little teaser.
Is nothing but the electrons and the neutrons and the wave and the wavelengths, the resonance within us, in the deepest, in the most subtle areas. And the most subtle areas, they are called prana, they called chi, they called ki. And we call it, in the West, we call it the nervous system. The nervous system and the breath. The breath is oxygen, oxygens and carbon dioxide. They need to be in proportion. And yes, it all exists, and we have been reducing it all to and translated it all in chemistry. So it is indisputable now that people are able to say, hey, is there existing a reality beyond this reality? I say much bigger there is. And it's much more beautiful. And it is it enhances our consciousness. It enhances our brain activity. It makes us healthy, strong, and happy. And how do we prove this? So I work once again with these authorities, professors, on DMT, which is not only about DMT, it's about the tunnel, the light. It's about the other side. But the other side you can only explain if you are able to explain this side first into science.
Okay, look, this is just a little bit of me taking a snippet of what Wim Hof has to say to give you a glimpse so that maybe you'll go and do the research yourself. There's so many interviews with him online. Everybody wants to talk to him. He's saying the same things over and over, but a little bit here and a little bit there. He's saying some cool stuff. Shit I have been saying for 20, 30 years now that nobody fucking believes because I don't have scientific proof. Oh, it's all speculative, blah, 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 blah. And so here's Wim Hof. He learned this breathing method to tap into the brain. Go check it out. He's giving it away for free. On interview after interview after interview, he's teaching people how to breathe correctly so that you use all of your brain. I don't know if I just was breathing more than most normal people. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe that's why I'm empathic. I don't know, but I'm getting a lot out of listening to him and being able to point someone in his direction so that they can see there is a way to tap in, and you are being duped by all these fucking people. And here's a message specifically for you, Satvaram. your moniker that you've given yourself is very ironic because you are stuck, my friend. I am saying this out of love. Please hear me. You don't listen to anything that I say. In fact, right now you're probably already formulating your argument because that's what you do. You argue with everything, you argue with reality, and the reason you do that, this is a friend saying this to you, the reason you argue with everything that could potentially help you is because you're going round and round and round on the spiral rabbit hole brainwashing that everyone is under. And this is why I say the hardest people to wake up are the ones who think they're already awake. Now look around at your fucking life. Are you happy? If you're not happy, that's the indication that you are not awake. I am not at rest because I need people to know that there is a way to regain your health, your sanity, your joy, and your ability to love your fellow man. It's inside you. Stop being here. This is what's wrong. You're right here. And it's right here. Not my tits and my cleavage, fucking gutter heads. It's in the heart, okay? Everything that you have been trained to disconnect from is still intact. You can still heal yourself. You can still awaken. You do not have to live under this marketing scam bullshit. So please stop commenting under my videos all the argumentative, hateful shit that you've been brainwashed to believe that's taking you around and around in circles is not helping you, is not helping me, is not helping anyone who reads it. That's why I'm just deleting it from now on. This is not to be an asshole. I'm trying to help people. I want people to wake up. I want people to get out of their health syndromes, their pain syndromes, their insanity syndromes, their brainwash syndromes. I'm trying to wake you up. Stop arguing that there's no way and then you can prove it by talking in circles. That's not helping anyone. I'm going to just direct everyone now to Wim Hof as I take some time to myself, refocus what I plan to do next, and just breathe, motherfucker! That's Wim Hof's thing. Breathe, motherfucker! You need to breathe deeply so that you can relearn that you are able to affect how your thinking works. And when you're able to affect how you feel in your body and in your mind, then you're able to manifest an amazing life. And if everyone was doing that instead of living in fear-based thinking and fucking killing each other and trying to destroy each other mentally and physically in every way possible because they've been trained that to be the best, everyone else has to be less than you. That's the brainwashing program, guys. That's it. Divided we fall. Why? It's so simple and I can't pierce the void. How can I reach you guys? I need to reach you. But also I'm going to share this interview I did with my daughter this summer, who I asked her to talk to me about what she would say to her 30-year-old self. I hope we all live that long. It's not looking very good. I'd like it to, start looking up, but I need my people to waken from their slumber. So please, join me in exploring your heart over your mind. And breathe, motherfucker! I'm so road tired. It took us 10 hours to get here.
I'm not that.
We stopped at every rest stop.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We skipped.
Well, you slept a full night of sleep. I had to work at the casino, making money to pay for this trip.
I'm pretty sure I definitely.
I'm gonna eat all of it.
Take the camera away.
Oh, that's right. You took a little nap in the car, too. It wasn't that long, maybe a half an hour.
I'm just gonna make myself look really ugly so that
You're gonna regret that.
So if you ever
You're the one who's gonna look back on it and be like, what was I doing?
No, it's my point.
That's exactly what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, what was wrong with me?
Every time you point the
how I
camera at
feel
me,
when
I'm
I
gonna
look.
sabotage your video.
That's
a
how I
bit
feel
more.
when I look back on photos I took a week ago.
What was I thinking? Okay, let's get back on task.
They're gone.
I knew you would love those. I just ate a few and I kept eating them even though I was full, but because they're so sweet. Super sweet tomatoes. Dude, we gotta go blackberry picking. We gotta go to some hot springs. We gotta go see the redwoods. And we gotta go to the beach.
Yeah.
And just fully enjoy Oregon.
My
What are your goals in life? At age 17, don't expect you're gonna be 17 in 3 days. Don't expect your goals to stay the same your whole life.
That's true.
But if you have to name any goals that you currently have, what are they?
My goals are to
Be a YouTube star? Just kidding. You can be.
I'm a Leo. I like being outgoing.
You were born on Madonna's birthday. Do you know that?
Yeah.
I've probably because I tell you every year on your birthday.
You do.
We're celebrating Chaplan's and Madonna's birthday. The Queen of Pop. You could be the next Queen of Pop.
That's a big title to live up to.
You're a good enough singer.
Thanks, man.
Love you. We're
We're
growing
gonna
up
actually
so
start
fast.
crying. Don't.
I started crying when I was walking up to the house.
I thought I was going to when I hugged you.
I was like, right as I was walking up there, I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen her in so long.
I knew if I put makeup on, I wouldn't cry.
That's a fancy trick. I
It's
stopped.
when you were like, your
If
makeup
you
is
didn't
so
put
good.
any on, I would start crying. Stop.
Wow!
Oh,
Zing!
was
Zing-a-rama.
That was good. I'm not even mad.
You
Oh,
should
they
be.
got me last week or last month at the poker game. This guy was asking me some of my stuff about like metaphysical ideas and things that I believe in, ESP and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, you do really?" He's Russian. He's like, "You really believe in that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I know for a fact. It's not like a question. Like, I get intuitions and premonitions." And he's like, "Oh, someone called Salem. I think they miss one."
Someone called German.
Oh my god.
Have you seen Kyle?
Giggle McGee.
No.
He's about this tall.
Mom.
It's a joke. Seen Kyle? You know, you can get arrested in Germany for saying, "Have
I've
you
heard of
seen
that.
Kyle?"
Doing
As a
that.
joke. Have you seen Kyle? Okay. Hitler jokes aside, we already know Hitler came back as all the chickens. He's going through a Holocaust for the rest of eternity. Okay, so,
All of them?
yeah, all the
every
chickens.
chicken?
He's every chicken. And everyone's just eating chickens.
Ew, I
So
don't
why
want
are you a
to eat Hitler.
I'm
vegan?
not going to be involved in this Hitler massacre Holocaust
What, you don't want to
bullshit.
kill Hitler?
No, I don't want to be involved in any killing.
Have you guys seen?
What about plants?
We're never going to finish this
Have you
interview.
guys seen The Boy in the Striped Pajamas?
I think
That
so.
was so sad.
What?
It was a
What?
movie about the Holocaust.
Oh. I don't know if I have then.
I'm gonna spoil it for you. There's two little boys, and one of them was part of the Holocaust, and one of them was living on the property.
Oh,
because his
and they
dad
talk
had
through the
run it.
gate, the fence. Yeah, they become friends.
And then
Yeah, I saw
Ian
that.
Snuck through the fence to help him.
Yep, I
I
saw that a long time ago.
openly cried in my language arts class because of that.
Aw,
I'm so sad. What are you doing?
he's trying to get camera time.
No, I'm trying to not get camera time. Leave me alone. I don't like myself.
Okay,
Oh, move. I like you.
well, we love you. Okay, Chaplin,
Yes.
what are your goals for the next few years or for life in general? Simple goals, complex goals. What do you think will make you happy in your life? Do you want a family? Do you not want a family? No family?
Family's scary. Like, I enjoy having siblings, but I don't want kids of my own.
That has changed a lot since you were little.
Really?
Yeah.
I want kids?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
A lot. You would tell me when you were little you had all your dolls lined up and you'd be like, I can't wait until I'm a mom.
Wow.
I know it's funny too. I always said I'd never wanted kids, at least in my conscious memory. I don't know if when I was little if I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I always said I never wanted kids until I was about 24, 25. I met your dad when I was 26. And by then I was like, did you say something? I couldn't hear you over my clock ticking. Yeah, it was weird. All I could think about was having a baby.
I think I don't want kids because when I think of kids, I'm thinking of me having a kid right now. And I do not want
it's
a kid
not
right
something
now.
you need when you're young.
Yeah.
You should really live your life, do everything you think you want to do. I didn't even do everything I wanted to do. I just got to a point where I thought, if I don't have kids now, I might not be able to. But that doesn't have to stop you. I'm still living my dreams.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Okay, so go on.
In some ways, I want to be involved in the media, like making music or acting, but I also don't because I know the reality of it and how hard people work to get places and how hard it is to get there and all the struggles that they have to go through to get there, and I don't know if I would be able to do it. But it's something I'm interested in.
How do you think you would handle everyone knowing who you are everywhere you go?
It's stressful. Because I already don't. I have people that I keep in touch with and that know, like, my day-to-day things that I'm doing. And I can't imagine people I don't know that I've never heard of knowing every move I make and me having to constantly worry about what I say or what I wear. Or
Should you worry about what you say or what you wear? Or should you just do what you want?
I don't think so. I think you should do what you want. I think the media likes to make people out to be bad in any way that they can to get money from selling their magazines or things like that. But I think celebrities should be able to do what they want without having to worry about their every move.
I think they should definitely pursue their talents, whether it means they're famous or not, because it's important. The process of making art is more important than who sees it or who likes it. But at the same time, you never know. Like, you might affect one person, and that one person goes on to affect other people. You can't see the whole grand scheme of things, so you have to follow your heart.
I was like that in middle school. I cared so much about what other people thought about me.
Do you have any advice that you want to tell your 30-year-old self to remember? Or it's just when you're older, things that you think are important to you now that you wouldn't want to forget as you get older? Because people sometimes forget things that are important.
Don't die.
No one cares about you as much as you do. No one is worrying about how your shirt and your pants look together.
Yeah.
No one cares what your hair looks like.
Right.
They will compliment it if it looks good, and if it doesn't, they don't think that it doesn't look good.
That's
just
so
me
true.
being negative on myself. Because I see myself every day, and I know everything. And so I just tend to focus on the bad things. And so I want my older self to focus more on the good things.
Why do you think we do that as humans? Why do we always focus on negative stuff?
Because
Why don't we appreciate ourselves more?
I think we constantly are comparing ourselves to other people. And if there's a feature we don't like about ourselves, we see someone else that has it, and we're envious that they have that feature, or that they have that money that they can go spend on whatever they want.
What's your favorite feature about yourself? Tell the truth.
I like my eye shape. I like the shape of my eyes. That's a weird one. But
I didn't realize she meant physically. I thought she
I don't
meant
know
like,
physically and personality.
Yeah, anything.
Physically is my eye shape. It was weird, but personality-wise, I would say is my mind and how I look at things and how I know that I shouldn't worry about my every move and how I'm slowly getting there to not worrying about it anymore.
Do you remember any of the time when you were little and you used to see auras?
No, I was literally thinking about that the other day and how you told me that I read your aura. And now
Yeah.
I can.
I know. It's something that society kind of trains out of us. So they don't, people don't talk about it and accept it and use it. It's like anything. It's like if you don't write every day, you don't get good at writing. If you don't do math, you're not good at math. You have to practice your skill sets. And so people stop using the skill set to read energy fields because nobody ever talks about it. And they sometimes make fun of you if you do. And so you kind of just tuck it away and stop using it.
To make fun of someone for.
It's crazy.
People will find the strangest things to make fun of you for.
What is wrong with people? Do you know?
I wish I knew.
Okay, what would you tell younger girls who are excited to hurry and grow up?
It's not that fun. I remember when I was little and I really wanted to grow up, and now as I'm getting older, I'm more scared of growing up, and more worried about all the responsibilities that I'll have to do.
What do you think's gonna happen? What are you worried about? Hasn't the universe always taken care of you? I learned, it took me years and years and years to realize every time I was panicking and having stressful thoughts, it was always a waste of time because everything always works out.
Me too.
And it's the proof that you should know by now to not stress, so why do we do it?
Like I was freaking out about my GED test the other day, and when I took it, I got college ready.
Yeah.
And I'm still freaking out about my upcoming test.
Are you excited to have your GED so you can think about what you're going to do next?
Yes.
What do you want to do next?
I want to work.
What do you want to do? Just anything?
Not anything. I don't want to clean toilets. So that's probably where my starting point will be.
What would you be happy doing every day if you had to do something every day? Of little beginning jobs that you could feasibly get.
Being around animals, I think.
Yeah, you should go play at pet stores.
Yeah.
And even vet clinics, you could clean cages. It'd be kind of sad to work at the pound, but it would be a very valuable experience. I could never do it. I always said I would, and then when I thought about going to a place where animals were going to die all the time and you get attached to them every day, like, they just can only keep them for a short amount of time. That would break my heart every day. Can't do it. But
I'm pretty sure there's a non-profit, no-kill animal pound in
you
Oregon.
should go apply there.
Yeah.
And also, is there a zoo nearby, or I'm sure there's all kinds of places where you could work with animals. Fish stores, reptile places, bird centers. Bird! Bird! I say that all day, every day. Bird! There's always a bird. There's always a bird center that rescues birds because people could find birds that are injured all the time. They have to have somewhere to take them. Bird!
Remember when we saw a bear on the highway?
Yes.
That was weird.
I
That's the
saw
only time
one-
I've ever seen a bear outside of a zoo.
I saw one on the way to Salmon Fest a couple years ago.
I saw a video recently of someone opening their door because they thought it was their dog, and a bear ran towards them.
Whoa.
There was this video of this dude, and he had to go to work, but there was a bear in his backyard. So he just opened his door and he's like, "Hey, I'd like it if you just leave my backyard. I have to go to work." And they just left.
Aww. That's cute.
They left.
I'm gonna crack my nose.
What of your many, 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 many talents do you think you should pursue?
I think singing.
Definitely singing.
I like to talk about how bad I am.
But
I'm
you know
that
it's
bad.
not true. You've
I'm a
been-
Leo, I like attention.
I was waking up to you making up songs
I wish I could still do
that
it.
were perfectly, like completely rhyming, perfect rhyming schemes, totally made up off the top of your head, singing
I
at the
can do it in
top
my
of your
dreams.
lungs. I used to wake up to that almost every day. And it just opened my heart every morning. I'd be like, "Aw, she's making up songs again." I interviewed this guy, Dan Byrne, for the newspaper one time, and I asked him how does he write his songs, because everyone has their own technique. And I was like, "Do you write the music first, or do you write the lyrics first?" And he's like, "Well, we all write songs when we're little kids all the time, and some of us just don't stop doing that." That was one of my favorite answers.
That's cute.
Because he's kind of like, his songs, even though they're adult in theme, they still have a childlike, what's the word I want? Quality to them.
Excuse me. This is my interview. No, stop looking at me.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna jump on the bed. I don't want to do it. Can you point at the
You're
camera?
silly.
All
Alright, anything else you want to add to...
Trying to figure out what time it
Oh, it's time to go eat
It's 11.
or go to
Yes,
the
I'm
grocery
very
store.
hungry. My last message, I'm hungry. Let's eat. Bye.